Om Gurudeva Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Guru Naiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guru Paramam Shishurasmi Guru Matirasti Guru Mama Pahi Guru सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेदमपेदकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकादर आजुहाव पुत्रेदि तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेतः सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः. We are seeing Srimad Bhagavada Purana and we are seeing Canto 9 in it, and we have completed up to 5 chapters. And we saw the story of Ambarisha Maharaja. Ambarisha Maharaja, he was a great bhakta of Bhagavan, and he had never missed taking the Ekadashi Vrata, and he had that great power of Sudarshana Chakra with him, and he just wanted to merge with Bhagavan. So he had 3 sons, and he gave all that kingdom and power to his eldest son and retired to the forest and merged with Bhagavan. Worshipping Bhagavan itself, he merged with him. And now we are seeing the children of Vaivashvata Manu, isn't it? So the eldest son of Vaivashvata Manu was Ikshvaku Maharaj. Ikshvaku Maharaj had a grandson, and his name was Kakutstha. Kakutstha means it is the hump of the bull. That is Kakut. Why he got that name was, he was a great warrior, and even the devas at one time depended on him to win over the Ashuras. So like this, once Indra Deva approached Kakutstha Maharaj and he asked him to help him to win over the Ashuras. And Indra Deva, he took the form of a bull, and this Maharaja, he mounted on him and he fought with the Ashuras and won that battle, that war. And since he sat on the Indra in the form of the bull, he was known as the Indravaha. And he win wherever he go for battle, he will win that battle. And so he was known as the Puranjaya. And in addition to it, he was also known as the Kakutstha, because the Kakut means the hump of the bull. He sat on that part of that bull, and so he was known as the Kakutstha. So this is the grandson of Ikshvaku Maharaj. Another, in that line only came another great emperor, Mandhatha. He was a great emperor. He ruled over the entire Bharata for such a long time. He got this name Mandhatha because when he was very young, and at one time, Indra Deva gave the Amrita as the milk to this child. Mandhatha, Amandhatha, and so he was known as Mandhatha. He was a great king. He was known as an emperor, not as just as a king. He had, by his wife Indumati, 3 sons and 50 daughters. And he gave in marriage all these daughters, that is, these 50 daughters married the Rishi Saubhari. Saubhari was a great Rishi. At one time, he went under the sea to meditate. Those times, the Rishis will do that. They will go underwater and then meditate. So like this great Rishi, he went underwater and meditated. By some weak moment, he came out of that water and he decided to get married. So he ran everywhere and asked for the bride. No one was ready to give their daughter, or no woman was ready to marry this old Rishi. So he directly went to Emperor Mandhatha. King, you are the emperor of this kingdom. So whatever your praja needs, you have to give. So I want your daughter to marry. And that Mandhatha emperor said, I cannot decide that, because at that time, only the women will decide whom they should live with. So I will arrange for a Swayamvara. You decide and let the girls also decide. So then Swayamvara ceremony was arranged. And fortunately for this Rishi, all that 50 daughters, they wanted to marry this Rishi. So they all married him. So Saubhari Rishi, he had 50 wives. And you know what he did? Just to give comfort for his wives, because they were all the daughter of the king, isn't it? And he became very youthful using his spiritual power. First, he changed himself as a very youthful person. And he built a great mansion for each one of their daughter, one of his wives. Like this, 50 great houses were built, mansions were built, and very beautifully decorated. He enjoyed in that house with his wives. So life went on like this. At one time, he felt so much of power I earned by my spiritual practice, by my dhyana. But I lost that all in a single moment for the worldly benefits, for the worldly life. So he thought like that, and he went for meditation to the forest. He went to the forest for meditation. So these wives, 50 of them, they do not have anywhere else to go. So they also followed their husband. And that Rishi, Saubhari Rishi, he attained Bhagavan, and all these 50 wives also attained Bhagavan, merged with Brahman. So this comes in the line of Ikshvaku Maharaj. In the line of Mandhatha and in the line of Ikshvaku Maharaj came another great king by name Trishangu. By the curse of his own preceptor, Vasishta Rishi, he became an outcast. This king, that is this Trishangu Maharaj, he became an outcast. But by the power of Vishwamitra Rishi, he was able to attain with his body to the heaven. He was able to ascend to heaven with his body. Usually, we cannot live in that realm with this human body. But by the power of the tapas of Vishwamitra, he was able to ascend to heaven. But the Devas saw him that this man is coming with his body in this realm. So they pulled him down and he fell headlong. When he was falling like this, when he came to the intermediate region that is in the sky, Vishwamitra Rishi stretched his danda and stopped him. And he made him to stay there itself. And Bhagavata says, even today, Trishangu Maharaj is seen as a star in the sky. Another great king who came in the Ikshvaku line was Harischandra. Trishangu Maharaja's son was Harischandra. Harischandra had no sons, and by the instruction of sage Narada, he worshipped Varunadeva. And worshipped Varunadeva, and he prayed that Yati Viro Maharaja Tenaiva Tvam Yajayiti Tatedi Varune Nasya Putro Jadastu Rohitaham. So, if I have a heroic son born to us, then I shall offer him in sacrifice to you. That this Harischandra Maharaj said to Varunadeva. And immediately Varuna Bhagavan, he blessed him, and they had a son whose name was Rohita. So when they were so happily enjoying with their newborn baby, Varuna Bhagavan, he came and asked that you said that you will give this a son. He's a heroic son. He will give this a son to me in sacrifice. So give him now. And Harischandra Maharaja said, So now only he was born. There's 10 days. Take leave of 10 days. After that, I will give this child in sacrifice. That is human sacrifice. He went. Varunadeva went. After 10 days, he came. Again, the same reply. Then again, after some time, he came, and Varunadeva asked Harischandra, what about your promise? And Harischandra said that now only the child is born. If you give him in human sacrifice, then his body is not complete. He said, because this for the small children, for the infants, the teeth won't come. So let the teeth come for this baby. Then I will give him in sacrifice. Only then the human sacrifice will be perfect without any defect in the body. So Varnadeva went. When the teeth came for the baby, he again came. So what happened now to the promise? Now only the teeth has come, let it grow, then I will call you. And again Varnadeva went. Again after some time, yes, he came. And now what about your promise? Varnadeva asked Harischandra, and he said that now only the teeth has come, let it fall off, then I can give him in sacrifice. Like this, each time when Varnadeva came and asked for this child, Harischandra Maharaj set some excuse. At one time, this son Rohita, he came to know about this promise and this sacrifice to Advarana Bhava and everything. So he ran to the forest. He went to the forest. He wanted to save his life, so he went to the forest. Varunadeva got very angry and he caused the disease called dropsy in Harischandra Maharaj. So he was suffering from that disease, and his Rohita, his son, is there in the forest. But somehow he came to know that his father is suffering with this disease. So he decided to come back to the house. But Indradeva, in disguise as an old Brahmana, he said that what are you going to do if you go to the house now? You have to go there and sit and cry. Varunadeva will come again and he will ask for the sacrifice. So you better go to pilgrimage throughout Bharata. You go to all the holy places, take the dip in all the tirthas. You go for pilgrimage. So Rohita went for pilgrimage, and it took 1 year to complete that pilgrimage, and he came back to the forest and got ready to go back to his house. Again, Indradeva appeared in disguise as an old Brahmana and said, now itself you're going? Once more, go for pilgrimage. Like this, whenever Rohita prepared to come back to the house or come back to his palace, Indradeva in disguise prevented him. So life went on like this. One day on the fifth 5 years went on like this. On the 6th year, Rohita decided to come back to his house. On the way, he asked Ajigartha to give his son, middle son. His name was Shunashepa. And with that son, middle son of Ajigartha, Rohita came to the palace and he asked his father to give this boy in sacrifice instead of me. He said like this, and a sacrifice was arranged. Vasishta Rishi, Vishwamitra, all that great rishis performed that sacrifice, and that Shunashepa was given as this Rohita in the human sacrifice. So all the great rishis, Vishwamitra, Jamadagni, Vasishta, they all performed the sacrifice. Later, Vishwamitra taught him, that is to Harischandra Maharaja, Brahma Vidya, and Harischandra attained liberation. So this is the story of one of that great kings who came in the line of Ikshvaku Maharaj, and Ikshvaku was the eldest son of Vaivashvatamanu. So more about this line, that is this line of Ikshvaku Maharaj, I will continue in my next upload. Om Namo Narayana Kila Guru Bhagavan Namaste. Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.